Once upon a time, there was a story about a little boy and his trumpet and his brother. They made their way all the way through the woods, up and around the corner, until they found the rock. They pulled it back and turned it around. Poof! They entered the magical, mystical forest. It was a beautiful sunny day. As they looked up into the clouds, they could see a shadow every now and then casting down on below them. It almost looked like some sort of a bird, but they weren't 100% sure. They made their way around the corner. As they looked up again, they saw it again, but couldn't quite tell what it was. Guys, do you see that? Yeah, we do see that. Let's see if we can make our way around the other side to see exactly what that is. All right, let's go. They carefully traversed their way around the edge of the field. There was beautiful purple flowers and red flowers and even green flowers all throughout the field. Look, there it is again. Quick, let's get behind a rock. They turned around and got behind the rock. As they looked up, they could barely see anything in the sky except this very large shadow that was being casted down onto the field. Come on, we got to make our way to the other side. Finally, they made their way to the other side, and it was overlooking a valley. The valley down below was a beautiful river. Look, I see it again. I know, come on. They made their way slowly all the way down to the bottom of the valley into almost what we would call a ravine, and the beautiful, beautiful water was glistening down below. What's that? They felt something swoop, and they felt the air pull up all of the dirt that was in the area. What was it? I heard it. As they looked up again, they could see exactly what it was. Holy smokes, I've never seen that before. I know, I don't think we've ever seen one before either. They started to wave their arms to get its attention, and sure enough, they got its attention. All right, come on, stand back. We don't know if this is good or if this is a bad one. Let's just sit back and sit tight. All of a sudden, swooping down, making a perfect landing, gentle as can be, right in front of him. Hello?
Hello. What are you doing on my land?
Well, we were just walking our way and just happened to see your big shadow that you were casting.
Oh, yes. I was stretching out my wings and going to test my fire-breathing skills.
Your fire-breathing skills? Where were you going to test that?
Oh, there's a little area just around the corner. We need to do some clear cutting, so I decide to breathe some fire on all the old trees, and soon the new trees will come back many, many years later.
Are you a dragon?
Yes, of course I'm a dragon. Would you boys like to come for a ride?
Oh, yes. Would we ever? Little Boy the Trumpet and his brothers hopped on the back of this big, beautiful dragon's back.
Hold on tight.
They swooped up into the air and was flying and gliding, doing circles and loops. Whoa! This is so much fun! As the wind was blowing in their face, they could see so many wonderful things from above that didn't quite look the same from when they were down below. Everything was so much smaller. Everything looked like little tiny people and little tiny ants. It was so beautiful up top.
Okay, boys, I'm getting ready for lunch, so hold on tight. We're going to go up the side of this mountainside.
Little Boy the Trumpet and his brothers held on tight as the dragon flew all the way up the rock ledge until he made his way up to the top of the mountain.
Wow, it is so beautiful up here. Every time I decide that I want to have my lunch up here, I am so excited.
Little Boy the Trumpet and his brothers could not believe how high they were. They were almost touching the clouds. It was so beautiful. "What are you going to have for lunch?" the boys asked.
Oh, that's funny you ask.
"I have some delicious clover salad, and we have some fresh honey that we just pressed the other day." "Oh, that sounds delicious. We love having clover salad and then love having that delicious honey." The Little Boy of the Trumpet and his brothers all sat down as they enjoyed such a wonderful lunch with their dragon friend.
"Well, I need to go to that little forest area and start to burn down those trees. That way, the next several years, all the land below will begin to start growing back again, and we will flourish with such wonderful trees and greenery. It will be beautiful."
"Okay, can we come and watch you?"
"Sure. Hop on."
Little Boy the Trumpet and his brothers hopped on top of the dragon's back, and he swooped down all the way down to the next mountainside and landed as gentle as could be. As he looked out, he could see what was in front of him: a large, old decrepit trees and a lot of land that needed a lot of help.
"Okay, boys, stand back because it could get very warm."
Little Boy the Trumpet and his brother stood back as they watched this wonderful large dragon blow fire out of his mouth and cleared all of the trees as they began to slowly burn all the way down to the ground. Then he blew a couple more spots and cleared all the ground. Now everything would be ready for the next several years so that they can start growing fresh, beautiful green grass in that area.
That didn't take too long now, did it?
Little Boy the Trumpet and his brothers couldn't even believe it. They were so excited. They saw an unbelievable dragon breathe real fire out of his mouth. Boy, we're so excited. Hey, remember, it's getting late, and we better get back before the sun goes down. That's right. Mr. Dragon, would you be able to fly us back to our spot so we can go back home?
We don't want to get home too late. Why, sure, he says.
It's not a problem at all.
Hop on my back and hold on tight. I will be going very fast this time.
Little Boy the Trumpet and his brothers jumped back on his back. And in a jiffy, they were right back where they began. Wow. Thanks so much, Mr. Dragon. We really appreciate everything. And next time we come back and we see you, we'll have to see the progress that's been made up on that hillside.
I'll bet you'll see some wonderful progress.
You have a wonderful day, and thanks again for stopping by. We really appreciate everything that you've done. Oh, the Little Boy the Trumpet and his brothers couldn't believe it. They made their way all the way back. Wow, could you believe that? I can't believe we just saw a dragon, a real dragon, blowing fire out of his mouth. Wow, and he was doing it in such a good way to help the land around them so it will grow back. Wow, that is so much fun. The sun was just about ready to set, and Little Boy the Trumpet and his brothers hopped in their shower. They took their beautiful shower, jumped into their beds with their nice, fresh, clean pajamas. They rested their heads on the pillows as their eyes began to get heavy and heavy. Their heads so heavy and quiet. And soon they became very tired, very sleepy. Their eyes were so heavy they could barely keep them open, and their pillows so soft, so quiet, so restful and peaceful. It was so wonderful. They had such a wonderful day, and now they were going to rest and get their much-needed sleep. As they close their eyes, they begin to fall into a deep, deep sleep. They had such a wonderful day and couldn't wait for tomorrow to come.